Hey, that worked.
No,
All
there we
right,
are.
CJ, I am going to make you the spotlight person for everyone so everybody can see you.
Hello,
And
hello.
take it away. Everybody, let's all mute ourselves so CJ can have the floor and not have any background noise.
Welcome, everybody. I am so glad to see everybody. I miss everybody so much. So when I get to do one of these and see faces, I'm always excited because I don't feel like I live so far away and I don't feel like I have to drive the Cajon Pass just to see you guys. So, because I absolutely detest doing it. So I'm glad to see you. A lot of you guys know that I am very much of the mindset of writing and authorship as a business. That's just my mentality. I know that's not everybody's mentality, but whether it's our mentality or not, it's a realization that we all have to face, right? Like we sell books, it's a business for us, and we have to figure out that end of it. And that is frustrating to find that end of it for me. It has been a lot. And so after I moved up here to Moreno Valley, I started looking for local things maybe that I could find to just get re-involved with people locally. And I found Inland Empire Women's Business Center. They work also with Burke, which is a business center as well. Inland Empire Women's Business Center doesn't just help women, they give business advice for all people. So I signed up for one of these events that was like ABCs of business. We're just going to go through the basic business and give you some advice and some help. And I was like, all right, that's what I need. That's what I need. Um, and so, but well, to put it into perspective, I hadn't even done my 2024 taxes yet because I was so lost on what to do. I was like, I don't even know where to start. I was so frustrated having moved and having come up here. And I just was like, I started this business and I felt like I didn't have my business mindset in order before I started the business. I just wrote, I published, and I was like, okay, let's go, let's sell books. And then here I am, a year and a half later going, wait, I have to have all of this in order now backwards and keep selling books. So I've kind of put the brakes on selling right now as much as I'm trying to get caught up. So I reached out to the Inland Empire Women's Business Center. I took this class and Vanessa taught the class. And she said, one of the things they offered was one-on-one classes with us, or one-on-one come meet with us, voice your concerns, voice what you're looking for, and let's start talking. So I was like, all right, I'll do that. Instantly hit it off with her. Found out she was an published author herself, and I'm going to let her tell you about her book, but here's her book here, Decoding Your Brilliance. And this is was a godsend for me because it helped me realize and helped me find out my my strengths so that I could focus on my strengths and know, okay, I need help in this area. And it like there's not something wrong with me. It's how I'm made, right? And that it just she'll go in more into it, but this is her book here. And so she sat down with me and was like, okay, where do you want to go? Let's go. And if I've ever met somebody who was a champion, who was like, you want to go somewhere? Let's get you there. This is what you need to do. Right now, I have a complete business plan in a PowerPoint or in a spreadsheet lined out for me in order. This is what you need to do. This is what you need to do. This is the paperwork you need to get in this. And so, she was like, okay, put together your thoughts. So I put together all the thoughts that I thought I needed. And then we sat down and she was like, okay, let's change this order a little bit. Let's put it into this order. And then let's add these few steps that you're missing here. What do you think you can complete this week? Just do this one thing. And I would say, okay, well, I don't like that my everything's tied to my home address. This is my kid's address. I live with my kids. And all right, then we can get you a business address that's separate from your home. I was like, you can do that? You absolutely can do that. The wealth of knowledge that she has given me. So I have a physical address that is connected to a P.O. box that's at the mailbox down the street from me. It's not very much money. And that is the address that's going to attach to my business account. It's the address that's going to attach to all of my paperwork as I start to get it in order here. Something I don't like, you wouldn't know. I'm a writer. I want to write. So that's some of the things that she has helped me with. Um, sorry, my phone just locked, so I lost my notes. um, so at the end of the, so I would say if she's not going to go into the Inland Empire Women's Business Center, she's not going to go into that type of that conversation because she's not here as their representative. That's how I met her. And so I want to share that with you and say that that's how I met her. If that's something you are interested in, you'd like to know more information about it, I would be happy to share that with you. She's here independently of that as an author. So I just wanted to share with you that's how I met her. Um, and I do stuff separate with her now. So I do the Inland Empire with her. That's actually where she's at right now. She's teaching a class I'm part of. It's called Ignite. It's a 6-week course on how to set up your business without meeting burnout. So we are going through one of the questions she said today is where do you function best through your day? And where do you function worst? Find those toggles and let's start adjusting them. Let's start playing with them and adjust them to where you can set your schedule to work at your prime, your peak time. So you're not burning out. So you're not fighting with whatever it is that's draining your energy. And the knowledge she has in this has just been priceless for me because I was at such a burnout point after moving up here, losing all my connections. Like Zoom is it for me. Like I had came up here with no more connections, starting over. And I this what you see is like everything is here in this one little room with me. And I was like, I'm not coming out of my little hobbit hole. That's it. I'm gonna be Bilbo. I'm gonna live in my hobbit hole. I'm not coming back out. And she's been what's helped me, the one who's helped me get back out. And I'm just so grateful for that for her. So um let's see. The first time we had lunch together, there was a lot of laughing, there was a lot of crying. Um, and we had some honest conversations about creativity and my business and what doesn't work for me. And realizing that I'm not writing, I quit writing. I'd quit writing altogether because I was so stuck on the business aspect of it. And it was so draining to me. And I was so far behind that it was weighing me down that I couldn't write at all. I was like, I'm done. I'm done. There's nothing I can do. And this next week, I'm sending my proposal to Hay House, and I'm like, 4 books. I'm sending them a proposal for a 4-book series, and I'm just so excited about it. I'm terrified, but I'm not doing it alone. I have somebody holding my hand. I'm like holding hand with fear, and I'm holding hand with community this time. I'm not doing it alone, and I'm so grateful for that. Um, so, Decoding Your Brilliance is her book. It's a guide to unleashing your unique advantage. And it's where she has taken her knowledge. There's tests in there you can take to help you toggle, like, to see, like, where's your strength? Is your strength here? Is your strength here? Is your strength here? I really had to laugh because when I took the tests in the book, there's like 4 different strength categories that she narrowed it down. And creativity, I was like at like, I don't know, 29 points, and everything else was like 13 points. Like all together 13, each one was 13, 13, 14 points. And I was like 23 points on creativity. And I was like, oh, no wonder I cannot write because I'm so focused in on something that is my weakness that I don't have the skill set for built in. And I'm thinking I'm supposed to be here and I'm not here. So I need to build that structure in. And I'm like wrapping it up just in time as Vanessa is getting ready to join us right now. And so, with no more than I want to say that I was at exhaustion and now I'm at excitement. I would like to welcome you guys and introduce you guys all to Vanessa and to let you know that her link is here in the chat so that you can grab all of her information as well. So, Vanessa Siliezar, I hope I don't say that wrong. Welcome, Vanessa.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much, CJ.
You're welcome. I'm going to get your PowerPoint up right now.
Oh, thank
And then you good?
Yes.
Okay. So, um, everybody, this is my business coach, Vanessa Siliezar, and my friend. And she is the author of Decoding Your Brilliance, the guide to unleashing your unique advantage, how to avoid burnout by tapping into your unique ability. And today she's going to share with us how she came up with her book and just answer some exciting questions and share with you a little bit about her experience. So, welcome. Thank you. For people that are just now getting to meet you for the first time tonight, how do you describe your work and the heart behind decoding your brilliance?
Well, a little history about me is I started off my career as an executive assistant, and that's someone who has to wear many hats. And I burnt out really quickly, trying to do it all. And so I would switch from one company to another, but along the way, I was learning the different things that stay the same within businesses, not necessarily the industry. And so when I came up with Decode Your Brilliance, it was a core thing of identifying and getting clarity as to who I am, where my strengths are, and how not to burn out. And I feel that doing so, learning about myself, can create sustainable freedom, and also clarity creates currency.
Thank you. Did you want to do your PowerPoint now? We're going to
Yeah.
go on with questions. Okay. All right. Let me know if you need me to forward it or if you've got it.
Can I push the button?
You should be able to. It's the shared one that I
Oh,
had.
okay. Okay. Next slide.
Okay.
All right. So we're often told that if we're not producing, it's a discipline problem. And that if we're not consistent, it's a lack of commitment. But what if that wasn't true? Oh, did we go too far?
Oh, hold on. So sorry. Hold on. Nobody gets seasick. We're going really quick here. All right. There we go. So sorry, everybody. There we go.
But
There
what
we
if
are.
that what if that was isn't true? What if the problem isn't discipline? What if it's clarity? Many individuals struggle with productivity, and often the focus on discipline can lead to frustration. So here are some considerations. Lack of clarity on goals can create confusion. Overwhelm from too many tasks can lead to burnout. Not yet.
So
Personal values may not align with responsibilities. So we want to rethink our approach to discipline by focusing on clarity, which can foster sustainable habits and improve well-being. And when we understand our priorities and our motivation, we can create a more balanced and fulfilling path towards success without the constant pressure of discipline alone. So before we move on to the next slide, does anybody have that feeling of, I need to be disciplined in my writing? Raise your hand. Awesome. But are you clear about your writing? Do you know what you want to do? Next slide. So, a bit about me. I live with ADHD and executive dysfunction, which means I don't struggle with ideas, I struggle with direction. Too many options, too many directions, too much potential. I want to do it all. But when everything feels possible, nothing moves. If that resonated with you, type clarity in the chat. So, clarity is the foundation for sustainable freedom. It helps break down overwhelming challenges into manageable tasks, allowing us to focus on what truly matters. Key insights to finding clarity. Next slide. And this is a screenshot opportunity if anybody wants it. So, key insights to find clarity. Identify your core values, set specific, achievable goals, embrace mindfulness decision making. So clarity not only enhances productivity, but also fosters a sense of purpose, guiding you toward a more fulfilling and balanced life. Through clarity, you can navigate the complexity of modern demands without sacrificing well-being. Next slide. Burnout isn't always about doing too much. Sometimes it's about trying to move forward without exactly knowing where you're going. For me, burnt out looked like this. When I was a kid, I would spend hours setting up Barbies, brushing their hair, setting up their home, organizing the outfits perfectly. My poor little sister just wanted to play. But once everything was set up perfectly, I was done. I lost interest. That pattern followed me through into adulthood. I wanted to write a memoir about my young adult life before becoming a mom. For years, I thought about it. And then on August 4th, 2023, I sat down to start writing. I wrote 1,958 words. And then I asked myself, what was my purpose of writing this? Because desire alone wasn't enough. Burnout is a widespread experience that affects many individuals in today's fast-paced world. It stems from chronic stress and exhaustion, often leading to decreased performance and motivation. Recognizing the symptoms, fatigue, cynicism, negativity, and attachment is the first step towards recovery. So addressing burnout requires holistic approach, including self-care, mindfulness practices, and setting clear boundaries. By prioritizing mental health and seeking support, individuals can reclaim their passions and energies, paving the way for a more fulfilling and sustainable life. Understanding burnout is crucial in forging that path toward personal and professional resilience. Next slide. So tonight we're going to explore 3 ideas. Everyone has a story, purpose defines your power, and structure creates freedom. The journey from burnout to freedom is just not a path. It's a transformative experience that encompasses 3 aspects. Story. Every individual's narrative shapes their unique challenges and triumphs. Purpose. Identifying your core motivations clarifies your direction and drives sustainable change. Structure. Establishing a supportive framework allows for consistent growth and resilience. Together, these elements create a balanced approach to navigating life's complexities, empowering you to overcome obstacles and thrive in your personal and professional endeavors. Embracing this holistic model is key to decoding your brilliance. Next slide. So everyone has a story. You don't need trauma to have a story. You don't need to write a novel to be a real writer. And I used to believe that to be a real writer, I had to write a novel, that my writing had to create cinematic images in someone else's mind. But that belief wasn't mine. It was borrowed, and borrowed standards create borrowed pressure. So your vantage point is your value. No one sees the world exactly how you do. Every individual's journey is unique, filled with experiences that shapes their identity. Personal narratives foster understanding and connection. Shared experiences build community and empathy. Vulnerability invites authenticity and deeper relationships. Embracing each story allows us to appreciate diverse perspectives and realize that we're not alone in our struggles or triumphs. And in a world that often emphasizes competition, acknowledging our collective narratives creates a space for healing and growth, thus reinforcing the idea that we all have valuable lessons to share. You want to celebrate your story because it's a powerful tool for transformation. You'll find your audience. Next slide. So your vantage point is your value. Understanding your unique perspective is essential for self-discovery and personal growth. Here are some key points to consider. Next slide. And you can take screenshots. So self-reflection regularly assesses your experiences and insights, and you're able to make determinations of what to let go, what to pursue, what to put on hold, so you don't get overwhelmed. Next slide. Embrace differences. Recognize that diverse viewpoints enhance creativity. It doesn't take away from it. You can give your writings or your manuscript to your editor or to a friend, and I hope that they will put their thoughts into the manuscript in parentheses or a comment or even handwritten notes to talk to you about it later so you can get their perspective on your story. Next slide. Intellectual curiosity. Stay open to learning from various sources. So whether that is figuring out how to take one theme or one topic into your writing or into another form of media, whether that's a podcast or a newsletter, you don't have to be tied to a novel. It can be a guidebook. It can be anything that you want it to be because you are the creator. Next slide. You want to build connections, engage with individuals who offer different perspectives because we were all raised differently, and having someone else's input could expand your worldview. Next slide. You want to value your voice, share your insights to contribute to the collective understanding. So what that really means is I had a professor for my undergrad where her point of papers was find out what is being said on the topic and add to the conversation. By appreciating your own vantage point, you cultivate a deeper sense of purpose and value in your journey towards sustainable freedom. Next slide. So I want to introduce the energies of brilliance really gently. It's not a personality test. This is not a label, but as an invitation. We all operate through different energies of brilliance, and each energy shows up in how we write and how we build. Next slide. So, for example, creativity and future orientation, that's marketing energy. It imagines what's possible. So it thrives on innovation and forward thinking, fostering connections that resonate with the target audience for sustained engagement and growth. So if you feel more creativity, more thinking ahead in the future, whether you're a visionary, a catalyst, or an innovator, you're in this category. And I referred to it as departments because as my career, I was able to identify all these different departments or energies of brilliance. Next slide. So there's strategy and foresight. That's accounting energy. It evaluates, it analyzes, it measures. So there's the analyst in there, and it's really trying, and the strategist, it's really trying to gather the strategy in the direction that you're going to go. Next slide. Structure and implementation, that's operations. So that it executes, it organizes. It's really that implementer or organizer that is going to help the business have that foundation, have those beams, and then everything else can be built around it. Next slide. Relationships and communication, that's the human resources department energy. Like it creates connection, trust, language. So if you are a networker or a peacemaker, you're really in here, or a communicator of just speaking out loud to others to create connection and building that trust. So you can actually be doing a little bit in each area for your business, but you could burn out. So identifying which ones are easy for you versus which ones are harder, you would want to stay with the ones that are easies. Work smarter, not harder. Next slide. And the last one, leadership and support. That's administration energy. So that gives guidance, oversight, holds space. This is the mentor. Most people try to embody all 5 at once, and that's exhausting. You have to switch hats. You have to take the hat off. You have to understand how your timeline, how long you have before you can take that hat off so you don't burn out. Next slide. So now that you've gotten a taste of the different energies of brilliance, let me ask you, why are you writing? I've been to conferences where they laid out a 3-step path to success. Build your credibility, use your voice, grow your brand. And I was excited because I learned this 1 month after I published my book, Decode Your Brilliance. But when I reflected, this is what I realized. If clarity about identity isn't underneath all of that, you end up mimicking someone else's system. And that's what I did. So as an entrepreneur, service provider, I thought I needed a lead magnet. So I built a quiz, not because I aligned with my writing, but because I thought that's what I was supposed to do. Clarity isn't about tactics. Clarity is about identity. And when you're clear on your purpose, everything else falls into place. So I had created this quiz, and no one was taking the quiz because there was too many questions. And I thought about what medium should I put this in so it's digestible? And immediately I came up with a book. And that's how I wrote my book, published my book, and now talking to you fine people.
And
so when you have
long. It's not long to take the quiz, or it's not a quiz, but the questions.
Well, yeah. So the online quiz was originally 70 questions, but it's a lot less now because I've separated it all. But in doing so, having that identity and clarity, your marketing makes sense, your platform makes sense, your boundaries make sense. Without clear identity, strategy feels chaotic. So writing serves multiple purposes in our lives. It helps clarify thoughts and emotions. It fosters connection with others through shared experience. Writing can be a tool for self-discovery, revealing insights and perspectives, sharing stories. By engaging in this process, you can gain clarity and direction, transforming overwhelm into structured freedom. One of the things that I really love doing is asking who, what, where, why, and how. And that's the start of all my writing. But you want to embrace writing as a practice that nurtures your identity and enhances your understanding of yourself and your journey. Ultimately, you want it to empower you to communicate your story and purpose effectively, bridging the gap between internal thoughts and external expression. Next slide. Structure's liberation and inspiration is beautiful. So I thrive in the structure and implementation energy, operations, execution, mapping tasks, but I also love developing strategies based on the dreams of visionaries and catalysts. So this is what I've learned. Writers don't burn out from writing. They burn out from ambiguity. Inspiration is the spark that ignites creativity and innovation. It allows us to push beyond our limits and discover new possibilities. Embrace the moments that inspire you. Seek out environments that foster creativity. Reflect on experiences that resonate deeply with you. By cultivating inspiration, we build a foundation for growth and transformation. Let it guide your journey towards fulfillment and purpose, reminding you that beauty exists in the pursuit of your dreams. Next slide. So I said before, clarity creates currency. So when I needed clarity on what do I want to offer, at what price, what tasks move me toward that, what happened was that after everything became clear, my creativity actually felt safer. Structure doesn't suffocate creativity, it protects it. Clarity creates currency. Clarity is essential for success and stability in our lives and careers. It fosters understanding and insight, allowing us to make informed decisions. When we have clarity, we can define our goals, articulate our vision, and build meaningful connections. Next slide. So the key benefits of clarity: enhances productivity, reduces stress and overwhelm, improves communication and collaboration, increases confidence in decision-making, and cultivates a sense of purpose and direction. Next slide. Your brilliance was never meant to look like a hustle. You're not undisciplined, you're not behind, you may simply be misaligned. Clarity begins with identity. When you understand how you are built and why you are writing, structure becomes simpler. Your brilliance wasn't meant to look like a hustle. Instead, it was designed to flow from a place of clarity and purpose. Embrace your unique strengths. Find alignment in your passions. Focus on meaningful connections and let go of the overwork. Cultivate sustainable practices for growth. Remember, true success comes from alignment rather than relentless effort. It's about finding joy in what you do and expressing your brilliance in a way that feels authentic and fulfilling. Next slide. And that's when creativity becomes sustainable. I want you to feel capable, not pressured, aligned, not exhausted, because sustainability is creative freedom. I'm excited to explore more of this conversation with you. Achieving alignment in your life and work is essential for sustainable success, and here's some key elements to consider. Next slide. Understand your values. Identify what truly matters to you. Next slide. Set clear intentions. Define your desired outcomes and directions. Cultivate self-awareness. Regularly check in with your thoughts and feelings. Seek balance. Strive for harmony in various aspects of your life. Next slide. Embrace flexibility. Adapt to changing circumstances while remaining true to your core beliefs. Align your actions with your true self leads to fulfillment and meaningful progress. What are your thoughts?
I've been dying to ask you questions. So now that I have you, I have some to ask you. And we will get to a Q&A for everybody as well. But let's start with your book is called Decoding Your Brilliance. So here it is. What does brilliance mean to you beyond talent and success? I would love to know, like, to me, it's always important, like the name, how you came up with the name. So what does the brilliance mean to you?
Everyone is capable of being brilliant. Everyone is capable of shining. Everyone has their strengths. And we don't have to compete with others to be brilliant.
And then take us back to the beginning. When you first started writing this book, what pulled you in that direction? As writers, we for me, I get pulled. I have started so many stories and they all sit there started. Some of them are like 3 lines, like, don't forget to write about this flower that you saw and how it looked. And I'm go back and I'm like, what was that story supposed to be? So what was it that drew you first to this book and what started you on this journey?
So the purpose was having people self-identify their archetype in business because I was noticing a lot of people trying to or struggling to be an organizer when they are a visionary, and it wasn't matching up. And then there was also the aspect of teams and conflict within teams because a visionary is not going to have the patience to work with an organizer because the organizer just wants to organize and the visionary just wants to dream. But if they know about each other, they're going to have more patience for each other. So I had created this quiz in the hopes of having people self-identify. And I tested it out with my interns and I tested it out with a client who had her team take it, and it was successful. But I stopped marketing it. And I went back 4th of July, 2024, no, 4th of July, 2025. And I saw that even though I wasn't marketing it, someone had taken the quiz. And I was really excited that someone found it. I don't know how, but they found it and they started taking it, but they didn't finish. And I had to reflect of like, why would someone start taking this but not finish? Because there's too many questions. So then how can we manipulate the information to be digestible? And so that's how the energies of brilliance, the different departments were formed, and then the archetypes fell into each one.
I love that. I love how books develop, right? They take on a life of their own and they take you on their journey. And you're like, I'm just here for the fingers on the typewriter going on this journey with the book living its own life. I like that. So what surprised you most about writing as you began writing?
Reflecting on my experiences in my career and how I developed skills in each brilliance or energy of brilliance, each archetype. It's like, oh, I've done that. Oh, I've done that. Okay, so that burns me out. I don't want to do that.
I really think that I like as a writer, we learn so much along the way as we write. Like we think we're gonna just write something and then we're like, oh, we learned something. Oh, we learned something. I love that. Um, what what belief about yourself did you have to unlearn in order to step into your own brilliance?
I don't have to be everything.
What?
I can choose. I can make a choice. This
And
is
that's
who I
what
am
you're like
today.
trying to drill into me. You're like, you don't have to be everything. You do this. Get back to writing. You've got this. I appreciate that so much about you. What's your favorite strategy for staying on task? What's
Time
your
blocking
I love this one.
and
Share with the
having,
class. Share with
yeah,
the class. I love this one.
time blocking and having a deadline. So I threw time blocking out the window because I had a deadline that I wanted to have the book copywritten by August 3rd of 2025 because I was going to dedicate it to my niece who that was her first birthday. So I had this deadline of like, I'm going to invest all my time and energy into this to get it done because otherwise with ADHD, it doesn't get done. So I struggled with my relationship as I was doing a lot of writing. But it was only 30 days. It's fine.
That's a great. And then you have an app you use that you like for time blocking.
Yes, yes. So it's a platform. With my coaching, I like to offer a lot of free resources. So focusmate.com is free for 3 sessions a week. You can have a 25-minute time block, a 50-minute time block, or a 75-minute time block. And it's basically you're on Zoom with some random person, you're muted, they're muted, and you're like, okay, this is what I'm going to work on. So you can set those times to do your writing. 3 times a week, you're set, and you can accomplish a lot with time blocking.
And that's focusmate.com, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I put
CJ,
it in the chat.
CJ, if you want to stop sharing, then we'll see everybody's faces so that they can ask questions.
Yes. Yeah, we're getting there. We got a few more. We have a few more questions, and then we're gonna get there to everybody. Okay, so let's see. I'm at where are we at? What practices or boundaries help you protect your creative energy?
My morning rituals of sitting outside with coffee, listening to the birds.
That's a good one. That's a really good one. And how has your personal life influenced the way you write?
Very structured. So I only allow myself a certain amount of time during the week to post on Substack, to talk more about my book, and then I share it to social media and see what goes from there.
Love that. And if you could offer one piece of wisdom to writers who are still waiting on permission, what would it be?
This is your permission. Start writing.
And this is your
permission. It doesn't have to be perfect.
It does not have to be perfect. Don't let yourself burn out. If anybody has any questions for Vanessa, I hope you ask because she is a wealth of information. And I am going to put her link in here in the chat again as well. Thank you so much. This has been wonderful. So any questions? I'm sure you guys have a lot. I see in here that somebody says they just went on to Kindle and got your book. So I'm so excited for them.
Thank you. Thank you, Hopi. Do you have
Any
a question?
questions or does anybody want to share some of their strategies that they've found that fit in with what Vanessa's talking about?
I just have a comment to make, which is what I found so interesting is the clarity that she gave in organizing all the various things that I was kind of aware of, but have differentiated between as clearly as she has. And that I found very, very interesting. I've worked in a lot of businesses and done a lot of things, and I'm a retired academic. And I write nonfiction rather than stories, but it also demands creativity, strangely. Yeah, it was, as I noted, it was very different from what I kind of anticipated when I saw the subject marketing, because I think what I'm picked up a lot is it all starts with you and your approach and how you're assessing yourself and your energy and your time and why you're doing it, all of those things. And I hadn't given a lot of thought to those aspects. So thank you so much. It was fascinating.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
We have Anita's hand up. Anita?
And I apologize for not showing my face, but my internet has been wonky, so that's why you just get the picture. Um, uh, Definitely, I second the focus mate. I just hit 6,000 sessions on focus mate, and I am going to put in the um, chat a referral, and you can get a month free. And you get more than 3 sessions a month if you pay for it. And it's not very expensive at all. And I say for anyone with ADHD or anyone who feels like I am writing all by myself, it's a very safe platform. It's, there's safety built into it. And so I really enjoyed your presentation, Vanessa. And will this be recorded so we can listen to it again?
It is being recorded and it will be on our YouTube channel.
Okay, super. That's great to know. And Susan, your mentioned your label is I for Hope Island, but I was diagnosed with ADHD when I was 62. So, but yeah, it's kind of like, well, that explains a lot. But it's good to know at all different ages. And I know, Vanessa, I will definitely be revisiting what you presented. And for those who didn't see the comments, Susan or Hope Island is here on her lunch break tomorrow. Because she's in Australia.
Yep, I am. I can tell you what the future's like. It's very hot.
Thanks for the heads up.
How exciting.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you so much, Anita. And Susan, I would love to connect with you and after you've read the book and get your feedback.
Great. Do we have contact details anywhere?
Yeah, I'll put it in the chat.
That'll be wonderful. Thank you so much.
Any other questions? Come on, guys. You're not usually this quiet.
I know.
Are you processing? It was funny, Vanessa, before you came on, our friend Richard Spencer, he's a woodworker, and he was talking about how he spent all day creating this beautiful piece of wood, a bowl. I think, do you still have it, Richard? You're muted.
The bowl I showed you is not the one that's in the video.
Oh,
or rather, it's not in the one that I did today. That's one I did several days ago.
But he was showing us this bowl that he made out of wood, and there it is, and he was talking about how he got in, like you were saying, and this is what made me think of it, getting in the zone and having that energy and not even feeling tired or distracted or discipline, that he didn't have to put any of the discipline in because it was such a joy to do the work. It's something that he loves doing. So it fit right in with what you were sharing.
Thank you.
I was sharing that on the creativity one, I had like so many points on that one. And it's funny because I find myself like, oh, I do it all. I can do it all. I have all of these skills. And yet when I took the test in the book, realizing that creativity is so high and those other ones are all down here, realizing that the energy I have to put into the other skills to bring them up makes me feel so tired when I want to write, right? And just understanding my energy distribution. Like with ADHD, we say what spoons, right? How many spoons do you have? The spoon theory, like we wake up with only so many spoons, and I have to allocate where my spoons are going to go for that day. That if I have to do the strategy part, I know that I'm probably not going to be able to write. Or if I am going to write, I'm going to do it with gentleness on myself and not have the high expectation of 1,000, 2,000 words today. I'm going to do like just 30 minutes or whatever feels okay, because my spoons are going to finishing my taxes or getting my paperwork into the state or whatever it is, because those have to be done too. So it just gave me like permission to be gentle and to be okay with that is what I found the most helpful through going through your book. It was amazing to me. So thank you.
Thank you so much, CJ.
Okay, any other questions or comments?
Hi,
Go
Ray.
ahead, Ray.
Thanks. I really appreciate this evening's topic. It's very timely. It is for me, at any rate, because I'm noticing the subject being ADHD. I'm noticing that I'm experiencing that as of late, especially when it comes to the writing. And there does seem to be a bit of a conflict, the creator within as well as the controller within, wanting to have everything in its proper place, blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, struggling with the creativity as well. So really, really appreciate your topic this evening. And the question, is your book relative to what you were sharing with us this evening?
Yes. So the getting clear on who you are to not burn out
Thank you.
is huge. I loved having process improvement of how many times do I need to touch this piece of paper? Can I reduce it by 1? And then revisiting that. Can I reduce it again? Can I reduce it again?
Yeah.
And automation, I love setting that up so I don't have to think about it. Like, you have an idea of the process that it needs to do. And if you're able to set up an automation so it happens for you, then you don't have to think about it again. And that opens up for creativity.
What would an automation look like?
So one automation I have is when somebody books a meeting with me, like a free discovery call, it posts to my Facebook of like, oh, somebody just booked time with me. You should too. Here's my link. So I don't have to think about it.
So it gives you
Wonderful.
like an automatic ad every time somebody books with you. It sends an ad out as well.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So we could have that with our books. Somebody just bought this book. You should buy it as well.
Probably, yeah.
Ah!
I'll certainly
Love
be on the
that.
lookout for it.
I love that one. I need that one. Yes.
Okay, any last questions?
Reach
If
out
not-
to her if you have any other questions. She will be able to help
Absolutely.
you. She will be able to help you. So
Can we
Thank you,
give Vanessa, can we give Vanessa a big hand and thank her for coming and spending time with us tonight?
Thank you so much, everyone. It was great being
thank
here.
you. Have a good evening, everybody. We'll talk to you later. Thank you, Vanessa.
Thank you,
Thank-
CJ. Thanks, Mike.
Thank you all
Good
so
night,
much.
everybody.
Good
Thank
night.
you for coming.
It's for retirement, and under this administration, we'll